All right. Well, welcome back to JEC World 2025, Day 2. I have Marcy Offner, Women in the Composites Industry, joining me. Marcy's been on the podcast at CAMX in the past. And, you are, so far, what do you think about the event?
I think it's pretty good. It's
Great turnout.
Exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
I never know what the attendance is going to be like, and it seems pretty strong. And I've been helping out McLaren Composites this week, and we've talked to some great people. Yeah,
they came by earlier. Great catching up with Mike and Simon. Let's talk about what's on your agenda, because you have something going this year on Thursday, right?
Yes, in my other professional part of my life, I am the founder and president of Women in the Composites Industry, and we have a panel discussion on Thursday in Agora 6, trailblazers in the composites industry, and it's really a group of women who've reached the pinnacle of their careers, and just talking to them about how they got there and the people who kind of helped them get there. Yeah. Leading into our second event on Thursday, which is a mentorship session, where we're bringing in 10 women who are in senior leadership positions in our industry who will serve as mentors.
That's great.
And then we had women sign up in advance who wanted to be mentored.
Right.
And the best way to describe it is it's kind of like speed dating for all of us. If we can remember our single days. Where maybe you went to
10 minutes,
speed dating
10,
session, right?
Minutes.
You get 10 or 15 minutes with one of your mentors, and you can ask them any question.
Right.
It's not really meant for someone to leave with a mentor, but to get some quick advice and maybe find some way to make some connection within our industry. Okay. So mentorship is a really hot topic among not just women, but a lot of people in our industry, in particular young people making their way in their careers.
Are you seeing, so the turnout, I guess, is good, but you've got how many volunteers to be mentors?
So we have 10 mentors, and we have, each mentor has about 5 sessions scheduled. And then we also have a couple of floating mentors for people who come in at the last minute who want to get some advice, and there'll be some networking in there. So even if you didn't sign up to be a mentee, I would say come by. And so listen to the panel, and we'll all walk over to the mentor session and have a great time together.
So again, it's like they'll spend some time with one of the mentee with mentor, and then that'll change out, and then they'll pair up with someone else.
Between about 4 different mentors. And hopefully they leave getting some of their questions answered, making a new connection in the industry. You know, someone maybe they can see at a trade show and stop and talk to, or maybe somebody will leave with a mentor. You never know. Chemistry's right.
Yeah, that's right. And all different backgrounds too in composites.
All different backgrounds, right? We have leaders of associations. We have people who work for manufacturing suppliers who make the materials that we use, and we have some manufacturer mentors as well.
So how did you put this together? Is this the first year you're doing something like this at JEC?
This is the first year we're doing it at JEC, and JEC has always been really supportive of women in the composites industry. They have their own, initiatives for growing women's presence in our industry. And JEC and myself worked together. Chloe, who's on the JEC team, and I put it together. Chloe really did most of the work, to be honest. And I think it's going to be a great event, and we love partnering with different industry partners. We're actually having a lunch today for women in the composites industry in the Owens Corning booth.
Oh, fantastic.
We've been doing that at trade shows on a fairly regular basis, and we had about 60 women sign up to attend. So
that's great.
If you want to see a lot of women in one place, come down to the Owens Corning.
That's great. So. Any anticipation for something like this at CAMX or?
Possibly. We have some plans in place for CAMX, and we're working on that, and we'll make some announcements soon. I think the most exciting thing about women in the composites industry right now is that we've filed our official paperwork to become a 501c36, and so you'll start to see some more official things coming out about that. So it's been a few years in the making, but it's really exciting.
Well, Marcy, I really congratulate you, and just kudos to you for all the work that you put into this. This is going back, what is it now, 6 years?
I think it's like 5 years,
5 years?
when we first kind of started, right before COVID.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah, but you've put a lot of time and energy. I know you've had a lot of support and help.
Have, yes.
But I think it's important, and putting the young people, young women that are coming into the industry or kind of a little uncertain, helping them have someone that they can talk to who've been in this industry for 10 years or more, that say, okay, this is what you can, this is what it's like. And I think that that's great to have trailblazers like yourself and others out there that are helping the next generation of engineers and people that are going to be doing who knows what.
Who knows what. And I think at the end of the day, the most important thing, the takeaway is that this is an inclusive group. We're not just about women. We're about collaborating together with our male colleagues. There's a lot of talk about DEI in the world right now. And it's very important. But what's really important is that we just recognize each other has a place and a voice. And, differences are good and they make us better and stronger.
Yeah, they do. And tell us where they can find on Thursday. Where again will this be?
The best way is to meet over at Agora 6, and we'll walk you over down to the mentorship session.
That over there, right?
Over there. Yeah. If you don't make it to the panel discussion, there is a set of VIP meeting rooms in Hall 5, and that's where the mentorship session will be.
Okay, so, fantastic.
And all the information is in the program and on the JEC website.
Oh, perfect, perfect. That's great. Well, thank you so much for coming by, and it was great to see you, and I appreciate you bringing Mike and Simon by. Look forward to catching up with you again soon as we get to, next event will be CAMX in September. So,
yes, it'll be here before we know it.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it's always great to catch up. And I want to mention that website is compositewomen.com.
That's right.
Where they can learn more.
That's right.
Marcy, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Have a great show.
Okay. Bonsoir.
The only thing I was